Check it out. Meow Cup. Nothing like coffee to start the day. And this video, welcome back to another episode of the free VST Plugin Detective, where I review, test out, and demonstrate various free VSTs. I've been super busy today, a lot of projects going on, but I really want to make a video about this one particular plugin. This is a very unique one. This is the HOFA For You project time. And unlike any other video I've done so far, right? All the other videos I've done so far have been about adjusting the sound in your projects, right? I mean, you're making music. So whether it is an instrument, whether it's a synthesizer, whether it's an audio effect, whatever the case is, all the other videos I've done so far in the series have been affecting the sound of your overall project. This one doesn't really affect the sound at all. It is more just kind of like a cool little tidbit, cool like a piece of information. So when I load it up, as it sounds, the HOFA project time, or excuse me, HOFA For You project time, essentially just tells you how long you've spent working on your project. My rating for this one is a 3 out of 5, just because I feel like that on one end, it is kind of cool, but on the other end, it's kind of like, you know what, it doesn't really affect your project. It's more just kind of like a cool little thing to know. And one thing I want to say as well, obviously, first off, you can tell that this is the GUI, super simple, which I like. And then in addition, it's very, very low in terms of the RAM. So CPU intensive is not something you have to worry about when it comes to this plugin. So you can just throw it on your master chain. I can go to MIDI, like say if I'm just going to load up, I don't know, just load up massive. And then, you know, I can do stuff in massive. And like I say, I'm working on my project for a little bit. And then I'm like, all right, cool. Let me see how long I've been working on it. Go back to the master chain. Boom, load it up. It's been 52 seconds so far. In addition, you can pause it. So you can pause like so. And lastly, you have basically an offset. So let's say you just download this plugin and you're like, oh, shoot, I think I'm roughly about halfway through my project. I think I've been working on this song for about 2 hours so far. You can click offset, put 200, and then as you can see now, the total time spent is now the 2 hours, 1 minute, and 16 seconds. I'm counting. And also you have the offset right here, just to kind of keep that in mind. And you can put a project title as well. So I could put like, I'll just put Meow, because I have the Meow Cup. And then boom. And so this is kind of something you can do. Obviously you can resize it, as you can see. I feel like this is fine. So overall, that's pretty much the plugin. You know, it's one of those plugins that I feel like, obviously it's not going to really affect the sound of your project. Obviously it's not really doing anything to it. But it's kind of like a little cool just feature / function. I'm surprised that Ableton doesn't have this in it automatically. I feel like this would be kind of a cool thing that, you know, you throw on your master chain, or I guess anywhere in your project for the most part. You don't really think about it, and then whenever you finally bounce out your song, whenever it's finally done, after the crazy amount of hours you spent working on that track, you can be like, oh, wait a minute, I forgot. Let me see how long I'm working on this, and then boom, you can pop it up, right? Pretty cool function. Overall, like I said, 3 out of 5, because I feel like besides that, it doesn't really do anything. But hey, if you're curious to see how long and how much time you've been putting into your projects, this is your go-to.